Hello, everyone. Carolyn McGee from carolynmcgee.com, intuitive coach, teacher, and healer. Here with you for your energy of the week or your tip of the week to help you navigate life as easily and effortlessly as possible. So this is the week of May 10th. 2020. Just like everybody else, it has been a crazy couple of months, and I do feel sometimes like it's Groundhog Day, and it's the same day that just keeps coming back and coming back. And that's a little bit of the energy that I wanted to talk to you about this week. I always like to start with a card because I am visual. So the Shaman's Path by Dr. Stephen Farmer is the deck that asked to come out. And the card is Spirit Guides. And what does that have to do with that Groundhog Day energy? Well, let me explain how it's running through me. What I have noticed is that there are patterns that run through our lives. There's patterns that run through my life. There's patterns that run through my clients' lives. I see, and that's actually one of the gifts that I have is seeing those patterns, those putting together all of those puzzle pieces to try and understand the entire energy of what is going on. Because the way we show up in one area is really the way we show up every place. So if we've got a money block, then we often will have something that's impeding us from really authentically getting into relationship, whether it's relationship with a loved one, a friendship, or just having the right support in your business. There's all of these underlying energies and blocks that run through our lives, that run through our emotional, spiritual, and physical beings. And oftentimes they are related to the energy of our ancestors, to the energy of our parents, and sometimes to the energy of our past lives. We have all of this energy that rolls through our body. It comes down through our DNA. It comes down through that conditioning and the patterning from both our matriarchal lines and our patriarchal lines. We have these things that just repeat themselves. You know, you've heard people say, depression runs in our family, or anxiety runs in our family. Oh, we've got heart conditions or lower back pain. It's just a thing in our family. Well, why? Why is it a thing in your family? And what do you want to do to release it? And looking into these patterns, or perhaps you have done past life regressions and you have seen that there is a pattern of being afraid to speak authentically, or it's not safe to speak your truth, or it is dangerous to stand in your power. These are patterns that will repeat over and over again until we make that choice to let go of them. And oftentimes the karmic patterns, they mesh in with the ancestral patterns, because we're all here to live a life of joy. And that's what we come down to earth to accomplish. You know, our soul is evolving and wanting to grow. And we come in with this choosing of the ancestors that we're in this body, in this incarnation. And of course, our soul has got the path that it chose at the beginning of time when it was first incarnated, and they mesh. So we've got this beautiful opportunity to change. You know, you probably have heard the word pivot a lot over the last couple of months. And, you know, I do believe that it's a really strong way to look at things. You know, I like the head tilt thing. You guys have seen me do this before. When my dog doesn't understand me, he does, oh. So it's kind of like that, whether you look at it as a total pivot or just a slight tilt in your perspective. Taking a look at the energy that has been running through your system and making a decision that you want to release it. Now is the time to do that. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are going into spring. We just had Mother's Day. And, it's a time to start planting what we want to sow in the fall. It's a time to step into a different way of being. If you keep repeating what you have done before, you're just going to get more of the same. The universe thinks, she keeps asking for that, or he keeps asking for that. She must really want that. Let's give her some more. But if you excavate, pull out some of those old patterns, we just had a full moon too last week, so we're still in that releasing phase of the energy. Tap into it. Allow it to help you let go of what it is that you seem to keep tripping over. There's so many beautiful ways to excavate. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but there I am being authentic. Pull out that energy and release it. Check in with me, and we can do a karmic clearing or an ancestral clearing and really help you move through that energy. Like I said, they're so enmeshed together that unless we look at both of those lanes, unless we look at both aspects of who we are now in this physical body, in this energetic body, in this spiritual body, that we're not looking at the whole picture. We're not seeing it all. And this week's energy, it's just so perfect to really dive in and release that. Let it go. Decide that you want to be somebody else. And I'm not saying we're going to throw out all of our energy and all of our background and all of our families and, move off by ourselves, but we can make conscious choices to release that patterning. And, as we do that, it makes a difference for those who we love around us. As we do our own personal healing, we are helping to heal our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents. We are helping to heal our children. If you don't have your own children, you are helping to heal the other children from your family, nieces and nephews. It's this collective way of, as I shift my own personal energy, the energy of everyone around me shifts. We become more authentic and open in our relationships. And that makes us more magnetic. It makes us more magnetic to, the perfect situations that we're looking for. It makes us more magnetic to money. It makes us more magnetic to support, to bringing in and reshifting things. So as we go through this week, where they're starting to talk about, I'm in Massachusetts, they're starting to talk about opening up non-essential businesses. My other business, the pet care business, I have a meeting with my staff so that we can start looking at how is it safe? How can we shift? How can we pivot, to use that word, into this new way of being so that we can still be of support to people, but also, take care of ourselves. Because at the heart of it all, that's what's really important. We need to be of service to others and also be of service to ourselves. So I will post a link to a special discounted rate for a energy clearing for you guys, where we can work. It does say intuition empowerment, but we can certainly work on the energetics of clearing away the history in our family. So I will put that link in the comments for you guys. Reach out to me if you have questions. You can private message me, or there is a contact form on my website, carolynmcgee.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are guided and you feel that this would benefit someone, please share it. Share the love. Bye-bye for now.